Hey everybody, this is Christian Boyer with TurnDial. Today I wanted to do a quick overview of our newest mobile app called vMobileConnect. As you know, we're a cloud-based voice over IP provider, and our goal is to help businesses and employees be more productive and essentially work from anywhere. Now I want to get into call handling, basic call handling. So a lot of users watching this, they use a desk phone when they're in the office, or some have desk phones at their house. A lot of you, generally are using a web phone when you're working from home, as the mobile app is really designed more for, when you're on the run. So I want to show you how the apps and the different ways of handling calls will work. Okay. So I showed you how to make calls through the quick dial. I showed you how to dial out from the keypad. I want to show you what an incoming call will look like. So if Hulk Hogan calls Christian Boyer, I'm getting a call from Hulk Hogan. You're hearing that ringing on the background. I'm going to answer that call. So now you can see the timer starts. Okay. If I ever wanted to go back and see the app itself, I just hit this back button right here, this left arrow, and then it takes me back to the app. And then this way I can go to my quick dial and I can see, oh, okay, well, Christian's on the phone, Hulk Hogan's on the phone, but Mick and Oprah are available to take calls. To get back to the call, up at the very top, you see back to call in green. I just click that. Okay, now I'm back on with Hulk. I've been on with him the whole time. It's just I was viewing the app while I was talking to him. So if I want to mute him, I click the mute button. It grays out, unmute, click it again. Speaker. I press it. Now it's on speaker. I press it again to turn it off. Again, the video, that's something that you'd have to discuss with an admin. If I hit the little info button up here, that's going to indicate to me my connection strength. So if you're experiencing a bad call and it just doesn't sound real good, you can look at the packet loss and the jitter on the call, and it'll indicate to us what might be going on with your home Wi-Fi network, or if you're using cellular like I do, it'll show you the call strength basically, and you can report back to us and we can get a feel for maybe why that call doesn't sound so good. Okay, so the keypad, you're not going to use that a whole lot, but I'll show you that in a minute. Hold, if I want to put them on hold, I push the hold button. Now they're hearing my music on hold. Nobody but me can pick that call back up off of hold. So to pick it up, you can see here Hulk Hogan's on hold. Pick it up, I just push it again. Down at the bottom is where I'm going to transfer calls. So there's two options to transfer. There's a transfer, and then there's an attended transfer. So if I just want to blindly send this call to someone else, I can very easily hit the transfer button, and then I can go into my contacts or my quick dial. I'm going to go into the contacts. I'm going to go into my web service. Now you can also transfer this call to an external number, like on this address book. But I'm going to go to the web service and I'm going to transfer the call to Mick Jagger. So I'm just going to hit Mick Jagger's phone icon right here, and it transfers that call. Now you can see Hulk Hogan over here on my web phone and Mick Jagger's phones are ringing. Mick Jagger picked up. Hulk Hogan and Mick Jagger are on a call. So I sent that call to Mick Jagger. I didn't announce the call, so that's considered a blind transfer. So I'm going to hang that call up. Both their presents go away. Now I'm going to show you the other way to transfer a call. So I'm going to dial a number. Okay, so the call is ringing. Okay, so they picked up. So Mike answered the call. We've been on for 5 seconds. So instead of doing a blind transfer, I want to do an attended transfer. Those tend to be more professional and a better way to get your customer, your client, to another colleague in the office. So I'm going to hit this attended transfer button. Okay, now I'm back to either the quick dial or the contacts. I can type in an extension number if I have it memorized and I hit the little dial, the little phone icon. Or if I don't know the person's extension, that's where I'm going to go into the contact section or the quick dial. So you can see up here, if I needed to get back to that call, I just hit that little green and I pick up the caller again, which happens to be one of the guys in the office. So I'm going to hit the quick dial. Okay, and I'm going to transfer that call to Mick Jagger. So now you can see Mick Jagger's phone is ringing. Okay, Mike at my office is on, he's still on hold. So Mick Jagger answered the call. Now I say, hey, Mick, I've got Mike from TurnDial on the other line. He has a billing question. I'm going to transfer him through. So to send that call through to Mick Jagger, all I'll do is I'll hit this little blue transfer button down at the bottom left, and that'll just send the call through. Mick knows who he's going to be talking to. The call was announced to him. That's considered an attended transfer. Now, if Mick Jagger, for some reason, can't take the call, or maybe his voicemail picks up, I can see I'm on with Mick Jagger. All I'm going to do is hit this cancel button down at the bottom, and I'm going to cancel the transfer. Okay. So I'm still on with Mick Jagger, but I want to hang up with him. I'm going to say, hey, Mick, I'm going to transfer Mike into your voicemail, or I'm going to take a message for you. So I'll have Mike from the office call you back, Mick. So I'm going to hit this red button to hang up the call on Mick Jagger. Okay, now you can see I'm back on with the 484-655-1063 number. They're on hold. So all I need to do to pick them up off of hold is push this hold button. Okay, so now the timer restarts where it left off. So now I'm back on the phone with Mike. So I can say, hey, Mike, Mick Jagger was not available. I can take a message, or I can put you into voicemail. So if I wanted to hang up on Mike, then I can hit this end call button. Or if for any reason Mike wanted to maybe leave a message for Mick Jagger, I can say, okay, hold on 1 second. I'll transfer you into Mick Jagger's voicemail. Okay. So what you'll want to do is you're going to want to find out the extension number of that caller. Okay. So I'm going to hit this back button, and I'm going to go into my contacts, and I'm going to find Mick Jagger, and I'm going to click on his name. Okay. Mick Jagger's 106. So if I want to send that call to voicemail, I'm going to go back to my call up at the top here, back to call. And Mike from TurnDial's on hold. So I already told him, hey, I'm going to transfer you to Mick Jagger. So all I need to do is I hit transfer. Okay. And now I'm going to do the blind transfer. I don't need to do an attended transfer because I'm not going to announce the call. It's just going right to voicemail. So now I have to prepend the extension with 03. So I'm going to put in 03. That tells the system, hey, go right to Mick Jagger's voicemail. Don't ring his phone. And then I dial 106. And then I hit the little phone icon down there. So now that call, Mike from TurnDial, went into Mick Jagger's voicemail. Okay. That's the attended transfer. I'm going to show you quickly how to conference a call. So I'm going to call from Hulk Hogan to Christian Boyer over here on my web phone. So you'll see Hulk Hogan's ringing. I answer the call. So let's say I say, hey, Hulk, let's conference in Mick Jagger. Let's have a quick conference call. Okay, so we went over the blind transfer. We went over the attended transfer. So now to add a call, all I'll do is I'll hit add call. Okay, and then I can go to my quick dial or my contacts, or if I want, I can type in the external number, right? 302-215-484, whatever I want, just like on our smartphone. But I'm going to do the quick dial, and I'm going to conference in Mick Jagger. So I'm going to hit Mick Jagger's name. Okay, so Mick Jagger picked up. So now all I need to do to join that call is I'm going to hit this little join button in the middle of the two transfer buttons. So I'm going to hit join. So now at the top, you can see I have a call group with two participants. So if I click on it up here, it shows me Hulk Hogan and Mick Jagger on my conference call. So if I want to go back to the call, I hit the little green call group button up at the top. I can either end the call or I can split the call. So if I hit the split button, okay, it's going to split the calls back between my two callers. So now I have Mick Jagger. If I click on Mick Jagger, it's going to show me, okay, Mick Jagger's on hold, Hulk Hogan's on hold. So I can toggle between the calls. I can click on Hulk Hogan. I can hit Hulk Hogan's name, and then I'll pick up my other line, Mick Jagger. So I can toggle back and forth between my calls on hold. Okay, and then I can pick them up off of hold. So I'm just going to end the call with Mick Jagger. So you can see Mick Jagger's on hold. I'm going to hit the end call button. It ends it on Mick Jagger. Now I'm going to end the call on Hulk Hogan as well. Okay, the last thing I want to show quickly is parking a call. Okay, so over to the left on the web phone, which is generally where we push people to, we push them towards the web phone when they're working from home. Tends to be a better experience, a little bit more reliable. So if I wanted to, Hulk Hogan, he gets a call, or he calls Mick Jagger rather. can see them ringing. Okay, so Mick Jagger picked up, the timer starts. So if I'm Hulk Hogan and I put a call on Park through the web phone, which is done right here through this Park grid, I hit this Park button. So it's Park 701, 702, 703, they're all empty. So Hulk Hogan can park Mick Jagger on Park 701 by just pushing the button. Okay. Now you can see down here on the Park grid, Mick Jagger, who was parked by Hulk Hogan, is on Park 701. Now you're going to be able to park calls from your web phone like I just showed you. You're also going to be able to park calls from your desk phone. When somebody's out on the road on the mobile app, they're not really going to be parking calls, but they can very easily pick up a parked call. So if Hulk Hogan now were to call me, okay, I answer it. Hulk Hogan says, hey, Christian, you've got a park call on 701. Pick up Park 701. So I say, okay, no problem, Hulk. So what I'll do is they hung up that call. Okay, now I'm going to go into my app. And all I need to do is I go to my contacts. And you can see here I have Park 701, Park 702, Park 703. These are universal buttons. So anybody in the company can pick up these parked calls. So all I'm going to do to pick up that call is I'm going to push Park 701 and I'm going to dial it just like I would any other extension. So you can see here now I picked up Mick Jagger, who was on Park 701. Okay, so it's very easy to get calls from the office to somebody on the mobile app, either via a transfer or parking the call. Okay, so hopefully you found this video helpful. And if you have any questions or concerns, you can email support@turn-dial.com. You can also call us at the office at 484-655-1060. I hope you all have a great day.